did decide to take all those big ones out that was in the bottom. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It was 14 of those big skeins stuffed in that little spot. Goodness, Lord help me. Wow. Be back. My husband fixed the cabinet for me. So now it's all fixed and it's not busting out the back anymore. So now I got to figure out how to get a lot of the yarn back in here, if I'm going to do it by yarn company, by color, by what. And I still didn't take the yarn out from down there. So I still have that yarn down there. So I don't know if I'll take it out or if I'll leave it there. But I might take it out just to see what colors are there. But we'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, I done found all the yarn, at least the worsted weight and the other, but it's another room. The plushie is in another room. But this was out on the rafters. That bucket was out on the rafters. And then all these bags and boxes, and there's another box over there. And then we have all of this. And then we have all of what we had before. So, this is all the worsted weight yarn that I have found all over my house in all the spots and spaces. Now I got to figure out what to do with it. The cabinet's empty outside. My husband has fixed the hole in it. But now I got to figure out how to get a lot of it, how to sort it, and what to do. Wish me luck. All right, bye. And if you want to see everything that I took out of that cabinet, it's all on the sofa. Everything that I took out of that cabinet, and then all this that I added to the floor. It's what I took out of that cabinet. And then I took all this out the cabinet before Christmas because I was going to knit it all up for my homeless ministry. But I still got time to do that because it's still cold here. So I got to figure out how to get all this yarn back into that cabinet. Wish me luck. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so I got all of the yarn out the cabinet. And I've wiped out the top of the cabinet. So now I have to have my husband nail that part back there, back into the case, because I had so much yarn in here, it was busting out the back of it. So now I got to have him nail that back so I can start re-putting my yarn in there. And then I even have like some really large skeins down there, which I might take out and put back in the top of the cabinet. And yeah, so this is only one cabinet. I haven't touched this cabinet over here yet. I haven't touched this or that or that. So, and I still got tons of yarn in the house. So when I get to that part, we will add it to this video because the yarn is the first thing I'm starting with this year. And then I think I'll go to the wood room. And then I think I'll go to the fabric after that. So it might take me all month, but I'm going to get it done. So stay tuned. Good morning. I am cleaning out my yarn cabinet. As you can see, there are not layers and layers anymore. And there's a big empty spot right there because my daughter used up a lot of the yarn. So I'm going to pull all this yarn out the cabinet, reorganize it. I still have all this yarn up here. I'm going to be taking out all the ones that I rolled up into little balls. And I am going to put them together in a bag so I can use them for some scrap yarn project. And then I am going to be trying to reorganize it some kind of way. How? I don't know. As you can see, there are lots of empty spots at the top. Empty spots right there where my daughter has pulled out a bunch of yarn and used it up for gifts for her friends that she took back to her base. And I'm grateful that she helped Mama use up some of her yarn. But now Mama is retired and now Mama is going to reorganize this house and everything. And as you can see, my husband has taken everything off the rafters. There's nothing on the rafters because he has put it all in the garage. So now I got to go through all these boxes, figure out what they are, and rearrange them. I got tubs of yarn over there, tubs of fabric. I have tubs of everything. So yes, retirement. I just retired from one job and now I gotta do something with all this stuff. This is only the garage. We ain't even been in the house in the 3 rooms that I have stuff filled to the brims, but we'll get to that. We're gonna start in the garage. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me today. We will get to the word of the Lord and then we will get to the video. The word of the Lord today is coming from Galatians chapter 3 verse 13, and it reads, "And let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to which also you were called in one body, and be thankful." Thank you for joining me for the word of the Lord. Today's video is going to be a continuation of videos that I've been shooting because I've been trying to manage my yarn stash. So what we have before us is the last of it that I need to find a place for. So in the white tub, there are large plushy yarns, nothing but plushy yarns in the white one. In the black one, there is scraps of yarn, some caked, some small tubes. In the box in the middle is a box that I was going to make for the homeless before Christmas, but I never got around to it, and my daughter came and she was home for a few weeks and I just never got to it because I was helping her do a lot of projects. In the pink bag, there are scraps. So in the pink bag on the top is the yarn for the Laker scarf and hat that I made. So I'm going to make something out of that. But in the other bag, the colorful one, it has scraps of yarn. Some of it is I'm going to make a scrap blanket. Some of it is going to be cut up to be stuffing for amigurumis. So also, so in this bag, well, no, here's the stuff that needs to be cut up for the amigurumis. That's what's in this bag. All of this will be cut up and stuffed in with stuffing. This is a bunch of scraps and some yarn that I'm going to use for hats and scarves for homeless ministry. This is my Laker one. And then also in there is a bunch of scraps of fabric and little balls that I'm going to be using as well. And also, let's see, out here in the garage, I'm cleaning my garage as well, but this is the yarn cabinet. Sorry for the shakiness. So it has layers again, and it is full to the brim. There are 2 layers. There are large balls behind it, and the smaller balls are on the top. And then underneath here is a bunch of cakes that was in another cabinet. So that's this cabinet. It is full and it is double layered. So I don't know when I'm gonna get to doing anything different with that one. And then this one hasn't really changed much. I think I have this in another video that you'll see. This one is variegated. That hasn't changed. That I took everything out and put variegated. That I took everything out and put variegated. That I took everything out and put large balls, like the Karen 1-pounders and large balls like that. that has variegated, and that down there has not changed. But I still have a bunch of plushie yarn. And what did I do with my plushie yarn? My plushie yarn is in this room that needs cleaning, which the next room to get cleaned is going to be my scrap room. I mean, my wood room. I don't know if you can see in this closet, but in this closet is, in the blue and white one back there, all plushie yarn. In the bag on top, all plushie yarn. There's a pink bag back there with the circles, all plushie yarn. The plastic bag in the middle, all plushie yarn. The big Hobby Lobby bag here, all plushie yarn. The gray bag there, all plushie yarn. The bag underneath it, all plushie yarn. I just have nowhere to put it, so I just put it together by size and company and just put it in the closet until I get around to it. But that's going to conclude what I've done with all of my yarn. I still just have so much. So the yarn that's in the living room, I'm going to take and put it in another room. I made some space, so hopefully it'll fit in there, and we'll go from there. So you might see it again, because when I clean that room, after I clean the wood room, then I'll clean that room, then I'll come back and clean this one. I have a lot of rooms in the house. So but that's all I have for you. Sorry that the video is so long, it's in so many parts. I was trying to hope that I could do better, but I just have too much. But I praise God for that. You know, I'm retired, so I have a lot to keep me busy for probably the next couple of years, even if I bought nothing else. But thanks for watching. God bless. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Have an awesome and an amazing day. Be blessed, my friends.